rush less.
No. It's not even rush. I'm telling you, Terran can just... If stack workers were allowed, Terran would rush every game.
Okay, then I want to see get to S rank doing that, and then I'll believe you.
You can't. No, you will get... People will make... Can you even do that on ladder?
Yes, you can. People are
I
complaining
don't see
on the
why you
forums.
can't.
Well,
Or
I also
complaining heavily on
I
the
don't
forums.
have remaster, so I can't even
Why?
do ladder.
Napkin, you most crafty one of us. How do you not have remaster?
Because I didn't want to pay for StarCraft
Are you
again.
Jewish?
I've bought this game like multiple times over the years, and I didn't feel like buying it again.
I did too. I bought it at least 3 times,
I
if
think
maybe
I've
4
bought, like,
before
4 battle
remaster.
chests. At least 4 battle chests over the years.
I think I bought at least 2 battle chests over the years, plus like random, like Best Buy CDs for the CD keys and stuff. But so yeah, so you're telling me after what is it, almost 2 decades? Well, not 2, but let's say 15 years prior to remastered, you bought the game multiple times. You're not willing to spend $15 now just to get the
The only
better
reason I
graphics
bought
and
it
the ladder?
multiple times, no, the only reason I even bought it was because you needed the CDs to play it. You don't need the CDs anymore. It's just all online.
I bought them for the
I have
CD
a CD
key.
key. Yeah, I have a CD key, so I don't need to buy it anymore. That's my...
Do you smoke or drink or anything?
No.
Okay, good. So you do have $15
I'm
or
trying
20 Canadian.
Stop trying to put this on me, and we can go back to how you're so wrong about stacked workers and
I'm
other
not. Like, okay, Budisu,
Budisu,
do me a favor. Stack rush this guy. Let's see if it'll work.
He doesn't know how to do it.
I will change my mind if Budisu wins this with stacked SCVs.
Does he even know how to stack them?
Of course he doesn't.
He can't now. His geyser just got stolen.
I can't do it, and I for one
That
do
is
it.
the solution. Adina just showed you how to counter stacked SCVs. Take all the geysers. Just all you gotta do is take 4 geysers. The enemy's natural, yours, and your natural. Done.
Yeah, just wait.
200 minerals. Wait,
No.
is it?
It's 400 for the other. It's 400. It's 400 because you have to count the drones cost per Zerg.
He's such a troll, I love it.
Yeah, but at that point, I think how bad
Yeah, but if you just spend
economy.
400 minerals, you spend 400 minerals taking gases, and then you just die to a BBS anyway. Because you
There
don't
was a
have
point. Okay, there was a point where stacked mutas was so new that nobody knew how to deal with it, but they found a way around it, and that's what I'm saying.
Dude,
In the
here's
words
the
of
thing. No, you're not. This is your problem. You think stacked mutas are broken, but you're missing the fact that every other race can stack their air units as well.
That's true.
Do you
Stacked
think-
rates, stacked
Do you think-
crosshairs.
How do you think race?
Wait,
do you
calm
think
down,
race,
calm down. Why is
race
this so?
got way better?
I don't
race
understand
got
why
so much
this is
better
so
with
personal
stack.
for you and Adele.
Because
I
you're
mean,
wrong. This
so
is the
that-
problem. You're so
but
wrong that you
can a
don't even
person-
understand it.
Can a person be? First off, I'm not wrong, but
Yes, you are.
is it something to be this mad about?
My problem is that you say you trust me early on when I started
do.
talking, and now you're just ignoring what I said as if I've never played with or against stacked.
I'm not. I feel very hostile towards you. I'm having a discussion with you. This isn't politics, and I wouldn't get so mad about politics
with
either.
you, but you're just ignoring my points.
I'm not
I'm
ignoring
saying-
your point. I'm discussing it.
How do you think it's fair to kill a zealot in 2 seconds within the first 5 minutes of the game?
Because
How
he's
do you think
Protoss.
that's
He's
okay?
cheating. He's cheating by just being a Protoss.
See? Now you're just biased.
Well,
You can't
honestly,
even-
I don't.
Here's the thing. You can't even micro against stacked units properly. If it's stacked properly, you can't even micro. Even with range units, you can't micro. And also, stacked units, it takes less than 5 seconds to kill a cannon.
So, first off, I'm just discussing this with you. And besides, it's not like it's be a race thing, because I think if you can do it with SCVs, you can do it with the other workers. I think.
Yeah, but
I know
SCVs
they
are
have
more
HP.
powerful.
Well, because they have
They
more
have 60 HP.
fine,
Yeah,
but
exactly.
they have the same DPS. And if anything, I think drones even have a little bit of range. Not that it matters unless you're
No,
chasing
so-
something.
You can't
see,
micro the stack
Probes,
things.
yeah,
No,
you
I
can't,
know that.
micro it at all. So the range that probes and drones have over
It's irrelevant.
SCVs
I agree.
doesn't matter. Which means it's pure HP that matters. Since
let me
SCVs
just-
have the most, they beat all the other workers.
Let me think of other things, okay? So let's iterate how the SCV stack works. You group them, you right click on on the geyser, you right click on the geyser again, and then you right click the building you want to destroy, correct? With the shifts among.
Yeah, there's some shift stuff in there.
Yeah, so shift right click geyser, right click nexus, for example, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see, there's a scouting probe out, you see it coming. You block your ramp with pylons in a way that the SCVs can't come in,
You
right?
can't
If you break the shift, then you have to go back and re-click on the geyser. Otherwise, it's not going to work, right? If he misclicks the nexus, he can't just shift right-click the nexus.
No, you can-
They'll unstack.
You can shift attack and they'll stay in the stack. You don't have to click on a building.
Just
So they can
just
go
have to
wherever they
spam.
want.
You can't shift right-click, right? You can't shift attack. I've tried shift attack and they unstack.
If you
You have to select something.
no, I'm pretty sure if you click on the mini map, they stay stacked.
I still say, if two people, let's say you and I did this, like 10, 20 times in a row. Okay, now let's get two more leveled people. People are the same. One of the guy getting SCV rushed will find a solution to prevent. And that's been true for any OP strategy.
But I'm talking about an SCV rush with a BBS though. Like the SCV rush by itself can do a lot of damage, but if someone opens with Barracks Supply Depot as well as the SCV rush, then that's almost indefensible. Unless they go for a strategy that loses to every other build.
It just breaks the current, breaks everything.
If you stop the worker stack rush, if you stop it, you automatically win because the other guy's not mining anymore. So who cares? If you're behind with your own build, the other guy's not mining, you're mining. It's kind of like, did you watch the stream last night?
How do you? No, I don't watch. I haven't watched StarCraft in forever.
There you go.
Like, I
He's
don't
doing it.
understand.
He's doing it.
Holy shit, he is doing it. OBS.
Like,
I was actually not paying attention.
I think you understand how it's supposed to work, but I don't think you understand how well it works and how good it is.
Let's see.
Did he actually? Did he do it? No, he didn't do
He
it. He screwed
unstacked them.
up. He Boris'd it.
Of course he did, but you might win.
How the hell did he get through the lurkers?
Oh, he just moved. He lost like
Boris'd
half his army.
A-click SCVs. A-click SCVs.
I'm pretty sure you still have to hold shit.
No, not right-click. Don't forget the stack. You don't need the stack. Kick his ass. Kill the Sunkens. Kill the Sunken. Kill the other Sunken.
Oh, he has team as well.
Oh,
Impressive.
kill the den and go inside his main. Oh, go inside his main. Go inside his main.
This sounds good. Oh my god, he got
Run,
it.
run, bitch, run. Get the drone. Get the drone. Oh man, this is the best game Grease's ever played. Look at that.
Wow, look at that. That's beautiful.
All right. Pump Marines. Build two more bunkers at your natural, and after that you're on your own.
Yeah.
After you've won, you're on your own.
He still has a chance. Napkin, I'm just saying, it looks impossible now, but it's because people haven't given the chance to explore it further.
Sure. Let me know when you can fucking beat a BBS with SCV stack.
Well,
Let
maybe
me know what
it'll
you
take
come up
me.
with. Let
Maybe
me know
it'll
what you
take
come
me-
up with that also
Okay.
is good against other builds.
I don't know if it's
Here's the
I put
thing.
your volume too loud or if you're just yelling, but Napkin,
No.
maybe it'll take me longer, but I'm sure you could. I'm sure you could beat it.
Here's the problem.
He said
is that
he's played
you're like,
against
there
it.
are builds that can come up, and then you're ignoring the fact that there are other
That
builds
they're behind.
lose to. Yeah,
Why? I'm sorry. Do you know that a floor pool is about to happen to you? You're not like. Can you see it coming?
I would never care about a 4 pool if I could stack workers. That's how confident I am in stacked workers. I
Okay,
would
let's say
never
ZVP.
4 pool and 5 pool would lose every time. Even then, stacked workers beats those builds every time. Because you don't even
You know
even
what?
stack all your workers. You just have to have enough workers, the same amount of workers that the
Okay.
Zerg has, and then
So
you
you're
win.
saying any race worker stack will beat any rush, right?
Not necessarily.
Well, I mean, I was saying ZVP. You said you can just stack like probes, right?
You can stack
and
anything,
kill the
sure.
floor pool, right?
But you
So
don't have barracks and stuff
Worker-
like that.
worker stack
So-
will beat every rush that does not have its own worker stack, is what I can say.
Well, then maybe people should rush
100%.
less.
They don't rush that often anymore.
I say we treat StarCraft like real war, and there are no rules in
please.
war.
Okay,
Please.
make
Okay.
spawning pool 150 minerals
Obviously, you're not gonna change your argument about this. We can go on about allied mines and hold lurkers and how they're not the same.
Actually, I would do want to hear your opinion on that.
So, the whole reason hold lurkers and allied mines are not the same is because of the fact that allied mines only work if you ally the
Right.
person. Hold lurkers are not an allying thing. The reason so you want to know why hold lurkers even works?
Why?
So when lurkers are burrowed, they only have 2 commands. They have stop and they have attack.
Right.
And they have unburrow, right?
Mhm.
But all the other units, they have moves like hold and patrol, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when your lurkers are burrowed and you tell them to attack a building that's in fog of war, it stops them from attacking.
I thought all you gotta do is select an overlord with them and press hold.
Like that sometimes works, but I found it's way more consistent because if the overlord starts to move again for some other reason, then like it gets attacked and you want it to live, then lurkers will like stop holding. But if you just attack a building that's in fog of war, then they never attack again
So,
until you tell them to stop, and then they'll attack properly.
I mean, that was a design
So-
flaw, right? It's a bug, right?
Sort of. But
Well, I mean, that was an intention.
Allied Mines is not a bug though. Allied Mines is literally the way they got rid of Allied Mines is saying that you cannot ally the person you're up against.
Well, now they play games one-on-one, so there's no ability to ally. But like, I mean, the first time I saw that was Slayer's Boxer, and I guess it's because they were playing melee or UMS with
They
observers.
used to do UMS maps with the observer slots.
So it was allowed back then, right? But
Well, they
really-
changed it after Boxer did it because they didn't want the allying thing to happen.
I know, but okay. So was that the only instance in the game where it happened?
Yeah. That's
I mean, I think if you had you think, well, this is allowed, then, and it's pretty hard to pull off because allied mines means that, I mean, if you have an observer, it changes everything, whether they're allied or not.
Yeah.
I don't know. It doesn't seem like I've tried the allied mine thing, and granted, I'm not at a skill where it should matter, but it seems like a pretty hard thing to pull off. You really be in a certain situation for the allied mine thing to go off.
like I'm pretty sure they wouldn't care now, even if but they just made it so you're not allowed to ally your opponent.
So why is the lurker bug allowed, or the observer over turret thing allowed?
Observer over turn isn't allowed at all.
What? Yeah, it is.
No, it isn't. If you have your observer over the turret and it stops attacking, that was against IC Cup rules, always, and I'm sure it's against the rules right now. It's not allowed, and it shouldn't be allowed. Although it was worse before.
The following bugs are legal for use on IC Cup competitive play. Observer overturn it.
No, that's wrong.
That's
It's
an
on
old.
Wikipedia.
It's very
Well,
old
TL
article.
Wikipedia is definitely wrong.
Team Liquid Star League as well. Korean Esports, Kespa. It's all of them.
That's
That
an
is
old
so
article.
wrong. That's not allowed.
So the rules are right here in front of me on Wikipedia, and they're wrong. Now who's the crazy? I beat Napkin at something. Yeah!
Did you?
America 1,000, Canada still 0.
Wow.
Napkin is speechless. Hobbs wins somehow again.
We'll make him play one NHFFA
So,
again.
Observer overturned legal, but Science Vessel overturned illegal? That's crazy.
What?
I'm just kidding.
It only works because observers are so small.
Would it work with a Scourge?
No. Scourges die.
But they're the same size. I mean, if you place it there before the turret is completed.
No.
Huh. I figured it was a size thing.
I'm pretty sure they're not the same size for one.
That's
thing.
what she said.
And then Scourge can never make it there in time. They'll just die. Not that you would ever want to, because against Zerg, there's always that.
Okay, Napkin, if you knew the BBS stacked SCV was coming, you wouldn't be able to stop it.
No. The only way I stop it is do my own BBS stacked SCVs.
There you go.
Yeah,
there is.
what a great fucking game that gets devolved into. Yeah, StarCraft has this great history of all these epic games, but we'll just devolve it into BBS stacked SCVs every game because Hobbs can't get over the fact that stacked SCVs are so strong.
That's too strong.
I understand they're strong, too strong, whatever you want to call it. But I also understand that. I mean, the strategies that we see now are fair. Well, I'm glad that SK Terran is back in, but a lot of the builds are very morphed from when we were playing 10 years ago, for example. So it is an evolving game, and I think it just will evolve around any given strategy.
Except instead of having 50-minute games, every game would be 15. And they
What?
barely make it. You're you're just so underestimating stacked workers. That's all.
Okay, I will do BBS stack worker to you, alright? We'll see if I win.
I mean, you wouldn't win because I'm a better player.
You see? Well, then you know what? By that logic, not all pro gamers should play each other because some are better than others. They should only play people of equal skill.
Actually,
Flash is not allowed to play because there's nobody as good as him.
it would depend on what race I was playing.
No. You are better than me, you would stop it. That's illegal. Flash should not play anybody because he's better than everybody.
Except Flash still loses games.
That's just because he
Oh,
decides. No. He
Sure.
decides to lose.
Sure. Your whole argument loses. Like,
Look, Napkin.
everyone loses.
You just told me if I were to BBS you with SCV stack, you beat me because you're a better player. Therefore, SCV stack with BBS is not unbeatable.
Actually, I'd only beat you if I was Terran. I'm pretty sure. I think the other races wouldn't work.
I can prove you wrong.
Yeah, but then I could use the argument that you lost on purpose to prove a point.
No, I never
Yes, how
lose
can I
on
not?
purpose.
You definitely do.
Please.
Look at me. I'm the roachiest roach. I never lose on purpose.
He's going to
Yeah,
I lose out of
he's
anger.
going to win, and then he's going to brag that he beat you for the next 10 years.
Yeah, just like Deja
So,
Vu.
trying, like, what? Deja vu?
I had a 1v1 with Deja Vu that I lost, and then every time we spoke for years later, he would just remember that one game we had and not any of the others.
That's what I do.
And since he had the replay, he just like, this is the only replay I have of me versus Mike. It's the only game we played.
Okay, first off, I'm gonna say I wish I saw it, but I did beat you, if you recall, when you were drunk, and that is legit. Because
Weren't we 2v2 on the same team?
Huh?
Weren't we on the same team in that? Or did I also?
You were that drunk? No, it was a 1v1. And the other,
I thought we did a 2v2.
maybe we've had other games, but the one I recall is the one where you couldn't even put your workers. See, why should I listen to somebody who can't their workers to mine? And you know what's funny that you brought up the deja vu thing? I can't find a single game where I played Lucky. I do not know why. All my replays with Lucky have disappeared, so now I have no proof of beating him.
In 1v1s or?
Yeah, I do not know why. There's just, I look up Lucky Noob and like BW chart, nothing pops up. He DDoXed me or something, I don't know.
Are you sure you played him when he was on that name? Maybe he used a different name everyone.
That's true. Possible.
Check
How many
out
times?
Smurfs.
How many, okay, were you, the last time I saw you Smurf, I guess, well, I didn't know it was you, but the hard game lost to Fuck You. But did you come to the game that I recently played where it was like impossible? There was a guy named something Cock.
No.
Okay. Just wondering.
I don't have remaster. I only have 4 names, and one of those is for East.
What's your names?
Well, the one on East is Forgotten Napkin, and then I have Hard Game, We Are One, and then Forgotten Napkin on West. And then if I try and make a new name, it's like, oh, you don't have remaster, so you have to delete one of them.
Well, I have 3 names on West, and I just swap between them. I'll delete some and get new ones whenever I want to.
There's no way I'm deleting.
You know what's funny is now every time I'm in a free fall and the putt comes in, I'm like, that could be Napkin.
Maybe once I buy a remaster, but then I'll never tell you I bought it, so then you'll never know.
Napkin has remastered. He just admitted he has remastered.
Well, I don't.
You said you didn't tell me.
Yes, but I haven't bought it in the time I've talked to you, and I'm not going to buy it anytime soon either.
So we've agreed on 3 things. 1, I've beaten you before. 2,
What?
yeah, I have. I mean, that's a fact. 2,
I'm pretty sure
stacked SCVs with BBS is not unbeatable.
it's
I forgot what the third one was.
nigh unbeatable. Pretty sure the third one was you were going to say something about me owning remaster.
You know
but I don't.
what? If Gamo did it to no wait. If Light did it to Flash, I bet Flash could stop it.
With his own. That's the thing.
No,
Do it
without.
with his own.
No, without.
Without.
Okay, fine.
I doubt it.
If Light did that to Jadong, I bet Jadong would stop it.
Please, Jadong doesn't even qualify to ASLs.
You don't qualify to ASL, shut up.
That's true! I don't qualify to ASLs.
You gotta give Barusu props. First off, I can't believe he's still playing. And second, I can't believe he actually listened to me with the SCV thing.
He did his best. Oh no, I got him burrowed! That was your chance, Boris.
I value your opinion, even when it's wrong.
Dude, you're the one that's wrong. You've never played with or against stacked SCVs.
This is the greatest commentary with the most annoying voice.
Who Napkins? I know.
Now yours.
I don't know why. When I hear playback, it's not that bad. But I will get a new microphone. Is it still understandable?
Yeah,
yeah,
we
it's
can
just
understand.
loud.
Well, I turned it down volume-wise.
You're just
you know,
like-
it's turned me down in Discord.
You're just 30% more obnoxious than usual.
That's just my voice in general. So glad to find internet.
Oh, look at
What was
these
I gonna
12
say?
Marines.
You're just bad. And you're wrong about stack workers.
I mean, Tesagi confirmed, right?
Why did he killing his own medic?
Why not?
He literally targeted his own medic with like 6 rounds. Not wrong. People will play around BBS stacked SCV.
Oh
And
my
that's-
god.
Except
That
they would
is-
have to do it every game.
They don't have to, because again, oh my god, that is
It would be-
scary.
It would be that strong. You like don't understand how strong
Stacked
it would.
Ultras. You're
Were you
looking at
ever a
it.
pro gamer?
No.
Well,
If I had to play against a pro gamer who could stack their workers, then
do you think you could pull it off on a pro gamer?
no, especially not now.
Then your opinion is just as valid as mine. And therefore, if my opinion is invalid, so is yours.
How does that make sense? Explain that to me.
Because we don't play at a level, like, okay, like, Adele was like, oh, you're retarded. Adele sucks. First off, Lucky can beat Adele. If you
Well,
really
I didn't
wanted to.
beat him. He
Adele
left the
was-
game.
You know, I don't know how to 1v1 any. I mean, I barely can beat Terran. I beat him
Was Adele a
ZVP.
fastest player?
Lift,
I don't
lift,
know what he is, but I beat him with Zerg, and that is saying a lot. Nobody's that bad.
lift,
I'm pretty
Boris.
sure people
Lift.
with more experience in fastest know exactly how strong stacked workers are.
It's fastest. That's not a real map, though.
Yes, but the logic still applies. And it transfers over into why stacked workers are really strong.
No, fastest players are scum. Doesn't count. And again, you're talking about like if a pro gamer played fastest and that was allowed. Again, they would find a lift.
Fastest. Okay, pro gamers have played fastest. What are you talking?
Yeah, but if they do the stack thing, again, somebody would find a solution. Okay, have you ever seen Jurassic Park?
Okay, you seem to think there's some random solution that isn't stacked workers. The way to beat stacked workers is to have your own stacked workers.
Okay, well then
That's the
it
problem.
worked. That's fine.
GG.
If stack
How is that
workers,
fine?
because if somebody attacks two stack workers and you defend with stack workers, where's the problem?
I will stop my
Problem is that would
recordings
be
here.
Terran winning every time.